Hey, Gemini. Welcome to your love and romance reading for May 2021. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and yes, of course, Venus. I know a lot of people like to check out the Venus sign when it comes to love. If you are sick and tired of love readings, you came to the right channel. You just clicked on the wrong video. So, every week I do weekly forecasts for all the signs where we talk about everything except for love. Once a month, I do a love reading, and that's what this is right here. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And before I forget, happiest of birthdays for the May Geminis. Alrighty. What's going on, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? One more shuffle. Alright, let's get on into it. I'm getting the number 10. Something's closing out. A cycle is closing out for you guys, Gemini. But, okay, I feel, yeah, the aspect of some of you are ending something with a karmic once and for all, where you're getting out of this on again, off again thing, like for good this time. But I also feel there's something here like breaking out of a pattern of addiction or something, whether it was like being addicted to a person or some kind of crutch in your life, or some kind of self-medicating thing that maybe has been making love life challenging. I feel that closing out. But when we look at the cards here, your first card here, Gemini, is the King of Cups. So some of you could have a water sign in the mix here. Water sign is going to be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Or it could be you just kind of coming into the heart center, because this is the element or the realm of emotion. King of Cups is also very much like husband, father kind of energy. So some of you might be kind of reflecting on that, contemplating on that, either manifesting that in your life or stepping into that energy. But we're going to go a little bit deeper here. King of Cups, a lot of the times when it comes up for me, when I'm like reading for a person on a more general situation, King of Cups to me is the perfect balance between generosity and like having a backbone. So if Gemini, if you've been having a hard time with being in situations where you're very expressive and you're very generous, and then you get taken advantage of, and then you try to be more careful, you try to be more cautious, and you get accused of being like selfish or greedy or stingy, and you're like, man, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't, right? The King of Cups here is going to be a card where you're having a nice balance, because the King of Cups can be very generous, very expressive, very affectionate, very giving, but they're also going to make sure that they're doing it in the appropriate situation, in the appropriate amount. They're not going to get taken advantage of. So Gemini, if you feel like you've had this cycle or pattern in your love life where you get taken advantage of, you're breaking out of that. Like, you're finding the healthy boundary, and you're manifesting somebody who's gonna be worth your while, right? Who's not just taking and not giving anything back. I also feel like a sense of expressiveness. So I feel like some of you Geminis, maybe because you've had like bad experiences in the past, you're like being more guarded. I also feel like some of you, it's like you had people that chased you, like in the past in your love life. You had people that, like, they were persistent, or they were the ones who were very seductive, or they were the ones who took initiative, right? But they were maybe going after you for the wrong reasons. Maybe they saw you as a meal ticket. Maybe they saw you as somebody that they were going to be able to control in some kind of way. And then they found out you weren't the one, right, who was going to allow that. So maybe like in the past, you just kind of had these people like pursuing you for the wrong reasons. And you've had like riffraff coming in and out of your life. You're putting an end to that. But there's something about the King of Cups, Gemini, where I feel like you're wanting to take the initiative this time, where you're like, you know what, I've always kind of let people be persistent or come after me, or the relationships I've been in, it's been other people taking the initiative. But I feel like some of you, even though you're not like in this desperate energy, I feel like somebody's coming along where you're like, really feel the need to express to this person that I'm interested in them, that I want to get to know them, or within an existing relationship, you're becoming more expressive, like emotionally. I feel like you're taking the lead in moving something along with somebody, right? Whereas maybe in the past, you've been the one people have been the leader, right? You've kind of followed. But I feel, Gemini, like you're taking the lead in a relationship, or like getting something going, getting the ball rolling. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Eight of Swords. So this is gonna have a few different meanings for different ones of you. Those of you who are in the feistier energy, Gemini, I almost want to have a talk with the person you have your eye on, because they don't know what's gonna hit them. For those of you feisty or Geminis who maybe have somebody that you're like, I'm gonna go for this person, and you're like in this backbone kind of energy, right? Like you're in your confidence, and you're like, nobody's fool kind of energy. I feel like the Eight of Swords in this instance is this person's not even gonna know what hit them, right? And this is the kind of scary thing about Gemini, right? I love Gemini. I have good friends who are Gemini. I have relatives I'm close to who are Gemini, and so I'm not like saying this like in a mean way or a judgmental way. It's one of the things I love about Gemini, but it's also one of the things that kind of scares me about Gemini. You guys are very smart. Okay, like you guys are very, very intelligent. And I think sometimes Geminis kind of get a kick out of like surprising people. I think sometimes Geminis really get a kick out of like like you guys would be the one sign, I would say, that can enjoy when somebody underestimates you, because you like that element of surprise, like, aha, you didn't see that coming, did you? Or you didn't know, like you guys have a way of like kind of like would be good with like reverse psychology or things like that. So I'm just gonna say, Gemini, some of you might be in this confident, mischievous kind of energy. Go easy. Go easy on this person. Go easy on this person. I just kind of feel like some of you are like, you have your eye on somebody and you're like, I'm just gonna scoop them up. I'm gonna scoop them up and put them in my back little pocket here. I also feel that for some of you, you're manifesting or you're attracting somebody who's coming in with like a submissive quality, or maybe the roles are reversed. Maybe some of you want to be submissive, or you want to kind of, switch off. Sometimes you want to be dominant, sometimes you want to be submissive. I feel like there's this element of like submissive and dominant energy that you're manifesting into this relationship. And that could be in the bedroom for some of you. And that could just be more that you just maybe kind of want somebody who's gonna let you make decisions in the relationship. But I feel there's this element of like, I don't know, Gemini, your energy feels very dominant to me, especially kicking it off here with the King of Cups. I feel that some of you might be seeing someone who is maybe like typically dominant, or somebody with a very strong personality, but you're kind of like enjoying scooping them up and putting them in your back pocket, so to speak. I feel that element for some of you. Other ones of you, I want you to be cautious right now, Gemini, if you're feeling very discouraged in love, and if you're like wanting somebody to come in and like help you figure things out or rescue you. We need to be cautious anytime we're in that kind of energy, because if you're in the Eight of Swords and the energy where you're feeling trapped and you're feeling stuck in life and you're wanting somebody to come in and rescue you, two things are going to happen when you're trying to manifest love in that energy. The first, like, okay, best case scenario, or let me say worst case scenario. So worst case scenario is you're gonna attract somebody who kind of sees that you have this fear and you're like, like looking for someone to come in and help, and they might come in as like this opportunist and take advantage of the situation, right? Kind of like this little baby seal, if it's like injured in the ocean, it's bleeding. Unfortunately, sharks are going to pick up on that one little drop of blood from miles away and come rushing in much more quickly than, the other seals can hear that little baby seal calling for help. It's just kind of the nature of energy. So we want to be cautious that we're not putting out this distress signal into the world, like somebody come rescue me, because unfortunately, oftentimes the opportunists are going to come rushing in very quickly when we're in that energy. That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, like attracts like, energy attracts energy. So, best case scenario, you're going to attract somebody who feels the same exact way that you do. And so that could be helpful in that it's nice to have somebody to relate to, but it can be challenging in that this is somebody who's not going to know how to rescue you because they need the same thing. And then it becomes a situation of like, two lost people trying to direct each other. And that can be challenging. So, if you're finding yourself like wanting love to come in and rescue you, Eight of Swords wants you to know the situation's not as bad as you think. And once you disconnect from the people and the situations that are making you feel insecure or doubting yourself, you're going to step outside of that circle, and then you're going to find the supportive people, the encouraging people, the high vibe people. That little cloth is not around her that tight. She could very easily shimmy out of it. And then she could push that cloth off her eyes and she could see that she's not really stuck. There's plenty of room to walk, there's plenty of room to move forward. So, just something to keep in mind. Your next card here, Gemini, is the Fool, Major Arcana card. And so the Fool can be a leap of faith. It can be very much like it just kind of like, you know what, to heck with it, I'm gonna go for it, right? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna see where this relationship goes. For me, Major Arcana cards typically mean that there's a strong past life connection with somebody, and there's some kind of a soul contract that you all agreed that you were going to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. And so, the specific reason, if we look at the Fool, this is going to be to take a leap of faith. This is going to be to just kind of like enjoy life and go with the flow. The Fool card for me in a love reading tends to tell me that you're dealing with a soulmate, with a past life connection, that in this lifetime, it might not make a whole lot of sense for the two of you to be together, or you might come from very different backgrounds, right? Or it could just be somebody that typically would not be your type, right? Like you might typically not find somebody with those physical characteristics attractive, but for some reason you see that person and you're like, oh, ho, 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 who's that over there, and you're like, you're all about it, but typically it might not be your typical type, and vice versa. If that's what you're feeling, this person might kind of feel the same way about you. Like, Gemini is not typically my type, but I can't stop thinking about Gemini. I can't get Gemini out of my head, like, so there could be a really strong attraction. There can be differences in terms of culture, background, language, but yet something about this person feels very much at home. And I feel there's something about this person that, like, I think like that's like the dominant thing here that's making you want to pursue this or want to express yourself to this person, is that there's just something about them where you feel very much like just very comfortable, very at ease. Like it just feels natural. It just feels like home, right? So I just feel like there's this let's see what happens. I feel there might be an element of travel here too, because this little bindle, this little hobo stick is jumping out at me. And I feel, Gemini, some of you have had really, like, you felt very challenged in your love life because you felt like you kept being attracted to, or you kept manifesting partners who had a lot of baggage. And I feel like this person who's coming in, you're manifesting someone who has this Fool card kind of energy. They might be getting a fresh start out of their life. They might be kind of starting a new adventure. They might be new in town. They might be, new in your job. They might just be somebody who's just kind of getting this fresh start and taking a leap of faith and just realizing, like, they have the attitude of life is short, you only live once, better to try than not try and regret it. So I feel like you're manifesting, like in the past, you've manifested people who maybe had a lot of baggage or hadn't worked through their issues. This person is like, they have that little bindle, they have that little hobo stick. They're packing light. They only have what they need. So they're not coming into the relationship with you with like drama, right? Like if they have kids from a previous relationship, they've worked out any baby mama, baby daddy issues or drama. There's none of that coming in. They're not feeling, jilted or burned by an ex where they're constantly making you jump through hoops or prove yourself. Like, they're not coming in with issues. And I feel a lot of you are manifesting someone who doesn't have a lot of responsibilities in their life, which is going to be different for different ones of you. But I think maybe in the past, Gemini, in previous relationships, you felt like you had to share the person a lot. Like there was so much going on in their life, or they had a lot of drama or responsibilities, and it was like there was never a piece left over for you. And I feel this is someone who's able to focus on you, able to give you time, able to give you attention. And I do, again, feel a sense of travel. So I feel like you all might be traveling together or taking some kind of spur of the moment trip. Maybe something in nature, maybe something outdoorsy, maybe like going camping or something spontaneously. But I have to say this, be careful and be cautious, Gemini, because I feel like this is something that emotionally is gonna move really fast. Like the emotions are gonna get deep. So it's gonna be up to you to be able to kind of take things slow and not jump in head first. Not to say that it's a bad person, but anytime we do things hastily or quickly, it can create challenges. So, just don't let the emotions get the best of you. But I feel like this is like falling in love hard, falling in love fast. Um Oh gosh. And I just heard the word kinky. I heard it 3 times. So maybe that's why you're falling so quickly. Like, I just feel like there's something here about the connection where, like, it's just like gasoline and fire. Like, it's just igniting. So I don't know. I just feel like this is somebody that you guys are just kind of like, feeding off of each other, not in a parasitic way, but like, I don't know, like, it's just something that goes from 0 to 60. Okay. The next card here is the Justice card. So there could be a Libra energy here in the mix, okay? Because this is going to be Libra can be represented here with the Justice card. However, now we have two major arcana cards coming in back to back. And so when the major arcana cards come in back to back, we're talking about big shifts, big changes, things, transformations, like big life changes. And to have the Fool card and the next card be the Justice card, some of you might be very hastily making a decision to leave a relationship for somebody new. Other ones of you, like I said, this relationship is going to grow very fast. You might be very quick about um doing something here in terms of getting married, even like eloping, like going and making it official. I do feel that, Gemini, a lot of you are getting pushback from friends or family about this person because they just feel like it's happening too quickly, and they might have like fear or speculation like this person's doing some kind of voodoo on you. This person's doing, like, they're working their charm or their magic on you. And so some of you might be in the element where you're stepping up and you're saying, I want to move forward with you, but before we do, I want to have something in writing, right? Like I want to have something in writing. So if you're going to go into business with this person, you're going to have an official contract. Or if you're wanting to move forward with this person, you might be like, hey, before we move any further, if this did go that far, or maybe you're already at that point where you're ready to just like go to Vegas and elope, you're like, I want to know that you would sign a prenup or something. So you might be kind of doing something like that for this person to prove themselves to you, because we have that energy here with the King of Cups where it's like, you can be generous, but you're not going to be anybody's fool either, right? So the next card here, my dears, is the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is the ideal financial situation. If you are going into business with this person, it's going to bode well for you with the Six of Pentacles. However, if we're looking at it outside of money, this is going to be even give and take. Like this is someone who's equally invested in the relationship. This is someone who's giving you their time, their energy. Also, Gemini, if you've been in situations where you've been with people who've kind of just like expected you to pay for everything, or expected you to take all the responsibilities financially, I feel that you're manifesting someone that, they have their own, right? They have their own. So they're not looking at you as like a meal ticket. So if you were to go to this person and say, I want you to sign a prenup, they'd be like, that sounds good. Can we please include in the prenup what my assets are that you're not gonna, be trying to come after if you break up with me, right? Like this is someone who's coming in as like an equal. And I feel like they're coming in that they're wanting to have this partnership with you. They're wanting to build with you. I feel this is a very ambitious person, and they're wanting to like make things happen together. I'm hearing, I'm really into 80s music, and I'm hearing the Pet Shop Boys song Opportunities. Um, it's like you've got the looks, you've got the brawn, I've got the brains. Let's make lots of money. So I just kind of feel like there's something here where this person's wanting to go on adventures with you and invest in the future with you, and kind of go for these ideas and these plans and things, and just have fun and establish security, establish abundance, right? So this is someone who's coming in as like an equal partner, right? Not someone who's looking to be rescued, but somebody who's coming in as an equal partner. And I think that might be the surprise for you, Gemini. Okay, especially those of you that are looking at this person like they're submissive, like they might be submissive, and they might be submissive maybe in the bedroom, but in terms of like outside of that, I think that this is somebody that might be a little feisty, a little spunky, somebody maybe keeping you on your toes, but like I'm getting an energy of like just banter, playfulness, someone who's coming in like ready to roll up their sleeves and work with you, work alongside of you, like be in the trenches with you when necessary. So it looks good, my dears, lucky Geminis. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. You may want to watch your Venus sign if this isn't your Venus sign. A lot of people swear by their Venus sign when it comes to love and romance, but some months it can differ, it can change, right? Like some months your moon sign might resonate more than your sun sign, your Venus might resonate more. So check those out and see what resonates with you. And if you'd like a private reading with me, my dear, private readings are still available. Calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there. I know that love readings are fun to watch. I know love is a part of the human experience. We all want it. We all need it. But don't forget about the other areas of your life, and be sure to watch the weekly forecasts as well. All right, my dears? Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.